Hi guys, welcome to my live. My name is Shannon Long, if you don't know me, and this is the first live that we're having on Recreate Responsibly. For our first live, I kind of want to talk a little bit about Leave No Trace principles or LNT principles. These are principles that help us learn more how to recreate responsibly so we can explore more of the outdoors and generations ahead can also explore the outdoors as well. And so there are 7 principles, and I'm going to teach you a little bit of hand motions so that you can remember these principles the next time that you go outdoors. So principle number one is plan ahead and prepare. So we're like writing down on our checklist. What this means is we want to kind of plan ahead our trip. If it's a backpacking trip, looking at the trails ahead, making sure you have enough food, planning what you're going to do on this trip or in the outdoors. Why we do this is not only for your safety so that you're completely prepared, you're not missing any like first aid stuff or enough food and water, but also that you know that you're not going to go off trail at any point and leave more of an impact, that you're not going to bring too much or too little, and thus hurt more of the wildlife around you too, whether you're using more resources than you really need to, whatever that looks like, leaving behind more than you need to. So you just want to make sure you're planning ahead and prepare, that you remember your poop bags and all that kind of stuff, travels and stuff. So yeah, plan ahead and prepare. Now, number 2 is walk on durable surfaces. So you're walking on your little hand, with your mini little person. So you want to make sure that you're walking on a marked trail, or if you're going off trail, that you look for durable surface. So not grass, but like rocks and hard durable surfaces, because that's not going to wear down as quickly as grass will. And especially if it's a meadow, that's what most wildlife rely on. So you want to walk on durable surfaces. Now, number 3, you make a little scoop with your hand, and that's dispose of waste properly. So especially if you're backpacking, if you're going to be going to the restroom, specifically number 2, you want to make sure that you're completely prepared for that. So you're not leaving toilet paper, that you're digging cat holes. If you need to look that up and figure out how to do that exactly, this is so important because it really does mess with the wildlife and with the nature. Number 4, you do this with your hands. Leave what you find behind. So this is like taking a little picture. So we all have cool rocks that we may find, or a little souvenir or plant or something, and that's awesome. Take a picture of it and move on. You want to leave what you find behind because that's a part of wildlife, even rocks. Imagine all the visitors that go to Yosemite every year. If each and every single one of them, millions of visitors, took a few rocks with them home, that would severely impact the wildlife, especially if it's like plants and stuff, which what the wildlife, the animals there rely on. And so that's really important. Now, number 5, make a little fire with your hand. Maybe do this, is minimize campfire impacts. Um, so a lot of parks actually have bans on campfires, whether that's absolutely not, or just warnings. One, keep track of that. Look at that. If it's like fire danger is pretty high today, not quite a ban yet, I would still recommend don't have a campfire. But if you are going to have a campfire, make sure it's within a designated campfire ring. Don't just make your own, especially in places like California that are super dry. You'd be surprised how many people had what was a small fire and ended up being an entire wildfire. And obviously that endangers so many animals and impacts the wildlife immensely. So yeah, make sure that you know about campfire safety. Number 6 is you respect wildlife. You make kind of like little horns with your fingers. Respect wildlife. This is kind of self-explanatory, but don't mess with animals. I know squirrels are cute and some of them are super friendly and they'll come up to you, or marmots or whatever it looks like. Even some deer are super friendly, but you want to respect them. Don't touch them. Don't feed them human food. This is so important. Many of them will want your food. They'll try to get it. And that's why it's really important to have bear cans, bear lockers, whatever that looks like, or tying your food up, whatever that park is asking you to do, or if you're just going for a day hike, make sure that it's in your pack and that you don't leave it out anywhere. That's super important. And just not touching animals. Don't mess with them. They have their own families and lives, and a lot of times they don't want human interaction. So just respect wildlife in that sense. And kind of similar to that, is to be considerate of other visitors. So many people love to go outdoors. Some of them love to meet friends and love to meet people on trail and love to talk and stuff, but a lot of people are going so that is their special time with themselves and nature. And so you want to be respectful of them. Say peace, say hi, give them a wave. Um, but let them come to you. Respect other visitors. Don't be obnoxious or loud at your campsite or wherever that may look like. You want to be respectful of other visitors around you. So these are the 7 principles and hand motions that go with them. Just a reminder: 1, plan ahead and prepare. 2, walk on durable surfaces. 3, dispose of waste properly. 4, leave what you find behind. 5, maintain campfire safety. 6, respect wildlife. And 7, be considerate of other visitors. Well, I love this time with you guys. And if you want more lives, let me know. If you have any topics you want to talk about in the future, just let me know. And I'll see you next time.